Welcome to BISP Solution. In today's session, we for learning under FCCS, we are going to learn a new topic related to metadata analysis, the validation of metadata analysis. That is the application of metadata analysis. Basically, it is also known as the validation of metadata. So what does the metadata here basically means? Metadata is the chart of account or the ledgers or the members which we add to different dimensions of the and of an application. So this is our application and under this dimension, when we create this application, we have some members which are already created and we have to create some more members in it. So they are nothing but are the metadata. So under this current asset, we have this FCCS, all this 111101 to 44,000 and 4444400, and all these are basically the meta data. So when we input this metadata, there are certain rules or the validation we are supposed to run for this. So we have to keep in mind certain, you can say the rules or uh, rules and the validation, the exactness, the properness of the data which we are inputting must be keep in mind before loading that one. So that is basically is our today's topic. So and basically and it is no as I said, it is known as the validating metadata. So by incorrect or inappropriate metadata properties, the properties which we define for this metadata, so they can cause error during our consolidation and cause poor performance, right? And to ensure that the metadata is valid, we can run the metadata validation report at any time. The 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 validated metadata screen displays validation result in 3 categories with the count for each category. That is, we will just go and see this in our application. From navigator, we will go to this overview button. Under the overview, we have to click on this dimensions. Without clicking dimension, we can also get this option basically. Validate metadata. So we are going to validate and when this screen comes in, we have to click on this run to get the result. Now you can see we have the three options, three warnings. Three options are there. That is in the 3 categories. That is error, warnings, and info. So we have in errors we have 21 errors, and under the warning we have one uh, warning, and there is no info at present. So under warning, so it shows basically under which dimension the error exists or the warning exists. So under this error, we can see for this 3 dimension, account, entity, data source, and in product, the errors are there. So we must resolve these errors to work smoothly. To begin, we must resolve this error. We must fix these errors to before taking before inputting any data or taking a work starting work on it. So it is mandatory. So it is advisable to we must fix all these errors. So errors, what this category basically means, the errors are expected to cause problem in the application and must be fixed. That is, these error must have been resolved. They must be resolved. Otherwise, it will give us an incorrect picture or incorrect result. Warning, these are warning messages issues that might cause problem in the asset in the application. That is, these are the warning and they should be resolved. Okay. Uh, means we by providing one, we can just go and check the problem and resolve it. And information, these messages are for informational purposes only. It provides us a information only basically to this. So the out of this error is the important one which should be looked into. So to validate metadata, I have just shown you the steps or the from where we can reach out to validate metadata. This is the steps it is given. And validation. And these are the checks which are applied against specific relationship within metadata in order to warn against situation that can cause integration perform or other issue. So it is strongly recommended that we apply the validation error recommendation to minimize risk of data integrity issue or take advantage of best practice. So basically what does it mean that we must resolve these messages, these error messages to to make our application to minimize this risk of data integration or any unwanted or an issue that may cause while consolidating our data while working on it. So there are many different validation errors which can be done, which we can see, and we will take some of them, those which are important and which comes into picture in a very frequently are very common in numbers. So we have listed some of them here, and as we have seen, we have also taken, we have also validated the metadata, and we will take the string by one. So from there, where we can export the metadata also, the errors also. So from here, I have just exported the metadata. So what are the different account entity. So now you can see all the errors which are there are now been seen. So these are for the accounts dimension related to account. This is entity. This is data source. And this one is from product. And this is also from and we have one warning for the product. Okay. So when we take this one by one, so maybe first one, if we take it, primary member must exist before shared members. Okay, so for that we will just go to our application and see what does it really means, what it exactly means. So this is for our account dimension. Under the account, it is saying primary member must exist before shared member. So as per our validation, the exported file, this is the error which we are getting. This one error account. It is saying that shared member should not exist before the primary member. And what it is giving, the parent member here is 44000200, and what is the member name? It is 440025. So from there we can just go and fix the error from here. So we will just go and take search for this member. Now you can see this is the first member and this one is the second member. So what does it mean? It means the primary member must exist before shared member. So we have this hierarchy, balance sheet hierarchy, traditional approach hierarchy, and we have created one alternative hierarchy of this balance sheet. Okay, so so the shared member must exist at this level, at the alternate hierarchy, and not at the primary hierarchy. So what we have done, the member, this one, this one. In the primary hierarchy, it has been shared, and while in the alternate hierarchy, it has been shown as a primary member. So we have to reverse this. So for that purpose, we will just have to go here and have to fix this error. So to fix that error, we will just go and so this is a shared member. So we can't just change the properties of this. For changing the properties of this, we must have to go and have to edit in the primary member. So this is the data storage and this is for this primary member, which is created in shared in the alternate hierarchy. So under this, we will just go and we'll make it as shared. You can see this hierarchy is not available in this. The shared member property is not available here because it has already been shared. So for that, we will have to, we will just first go to this one and we'll delete this member. Okay. And we'll create a new member there with the name and we'll have to delete this member also. And we'll create a new member in the main hierarchy. Okay. With storage as never share and applying the as member formula as okay. Default, it is an asset, non-expenses, and we'll save it here. So what we have done since we cannot change, cannot share uh, the member which is already created. So which is created in an alternate hierarchy. So we have to delete this one. And now this has become our primary member. Okay. And from here, we will just go and create a sibling, a shared member for it. For under this account receivable, we will create new member with the same name, and we will do this data storage as our shared. As we choose its data storage as shared. Now it has given us the warning. The properties will be overwritten. The base member property on choosing shared data. So what it is saying, it will copy all the properties of the base member. That is the member which is created in our main hierarchy. So we will just uh, click it on OK and which save it. Now you can see this shared member has been created under alternate hierarchy, and this member is our now become our primary member. We will just go and refresh it once and we'll check the result. Now we have got once another error which we will just resolve, and only then the data refresh will work. So we will just go to here again, overview. We'll see the result under validation, validate metadata option. We'll run this one. Let's see whether this has been resolved or not. Shared member. This is 440025. Let's see whether we have this member exist here. No, the member has now been removed as we have resolved it. Okay. Now move on to our next shared member. That is the error. So I will just show this in the application also. This one, the primary member must exist before shared member. So this member has been created, the alternate hierarchy, but it is supposed to be created under the main hierarchy. This one 440025. So in the main hierarchy itself, it has been shared. That's why it gives us the error. This one. Now the come to the second error. Level 0 member data storage type must be valid. Okay. So what does it mean? The data storage type of properties, data storage, the property data storage type must be valid for all 0 level member. So the storage property have been defined for different dimensions. That is for entity movement and movement dimension, it should be store never share or shared. And also for account dimension, account data source, multi-gap and custom dimension, store never share, shared or dynamic calc. Other than that, there should not be any other data storage type. So let's go and see this one. We will see this one under dummy. Now you can see it is giving us the error under the data source that it should be resolved. It has been under dimension data source and we go and search through member name. So we will just go to here, cancel this one, go to dimensions under data source, search that one. So this is our data source. What it is saying, account type should be store, never shared or dynamic calc. Okay, but in case of this our dummy data source, that data the plan the console operator is addition. Of addition, it is perfectly all right. But for the data storage, we have considered it as label only, which is wrong. So we should change it to some other dimension as per our requirement. We will make it as never share and we'll just save it. Okay. We will just save it or we'll make it as store. Store and we'll save it. Okay. Now it has been saved to store member. Okay. From label only. So it has been moved to store. Now this will also have been resolved. We will just validate the other members by resolving the other errors also. We will see at a once, not for each and every members. Okay, and this has also been resolved. Now coming on to the next slide. Only members with data storage dynamic calc should be set to 2-pass calculation. So remember for this, we have got the warning for this. This is the warning. 2-pass calculation should be used with dynamic calc storage type. So, but for here we have the for this dynamic calc we have this is our 0 level member and we have activated or we have used uh, we have ticked it with 2-pass calculation. So go to this one, click search this member. So this is our data source account. This one, click on this and this. So what does it mean? The 0-pass, the 2-pass calculation must be enabled, should be set to for only members with data storage dynamic calc. That is 2-pass calculation can be ticked or can be used only for the member which has dynamic calc. But here in this case for this 440001, the data storage property here is stored. So it is a zero level member and we can't do two pass calculation for this purpose. So we have to just click on this, untake this one two pass calculation and we'll save it. That is, two pass calculation can be assigned only to dynamic calc member, but we have wrongly assigned it to zero level member. Coming on to the next one, the level zero member should not be dynamic calc without formula. Zero level member should not be dynamic calc without zero level formula. We will just go and now we have also resolve this one and we will check this one, this error. Level okay. Level zero member should not be dynamic calc without formula. This one. Level zero member should not be dynamic calc without formula. Okay, we will go and search this one. So this is our mm, zero level member. Sorry. This is our zero level member, but we have considered it as a dynamic calc as have assigned as data storage, but we don't have any uh, without formula. Okay, but we have no child assigned to this member, and we will just go here and with member formula. Okay. What it is saying, level zero member should not be dynamic calc without formula. So we will just assign some formula to this one. Say equal all function member set mathematical function. Okay. Expression list. We will go member. So what is our member name? Okay. We will assign some member to it. Formula. We'll just consider this as 33. Minimum of 33 and we'll save it. As we have assigned some member formula to it, so it will not give us an error for this purpose. And parent member should not have member formula. Okay, parent member should not have member formula. So we will just go, we will use this one. Choose this one, go to here and we'll search. It is a dynamic calc. Okay, we will go here under member formula. The formula has been assigned. Since it is already a member formula, since it is already a dynamic calc, we cannot assign any member formula to it. So it is, it means that. So we will just go and reset it and we'll save it. As we have uh, deleted the member formula, so it will not give us the error now. Parent member should not have member formula, because in the parent member we are getting the figures from this, and by applying more and more formula in it, it will not give us a correct answer. Okay. Just search it. This is the parent member should not have the formula. Okay. Now come to the next. Aggregation operator for all children of dimension name must be ignore or never. Aggregator operator for all children of dimension names must be ignore or never share. Okay. So what does it mean here? This one. Aggregator operator for all children of dimension name must be ignore or never share. The aggregation operator. Okay. We will see whether we have the uh, entity name here, which might have save it or not. I don't. So this one, what does it mean? Aggregate operator for all children of dimension name must be ignore or never share. So just go to the entity dimension. Sorry, under dimension, under entity. So for S101, I have defined the console operator as addition. Okay, but it is wrong. It should be ignored. It must be ignored. For entity dimension, ignore for both console cube and rates cube. That is what it means. But I have wrongly uh, considered it as assigned as addition. So I will have to just go and make it as ignore and save it. So it will not give us the error again. Now coming on to the next error. Account type and aggregation operator must match. Account type and aggregation operator must match. Okay, this is that get. This is the case. Account type and aggregation operator must match. What does it mean? We are getting this error for all these members. For these members. Okay. Who's starting with 0. 77001. For all these members, we are getting the same error. So what it means that for the parent member, the console operator here is addition. Okay. While for its member, that is triple seven triple zero, the console operator here is subtraction. Okay, while the account type are same for both the operator for both the members. It is expenses here, account type it is expenses, and here also the account type is expenses. But the parent has console type as addition, and its child has its subtraction. So we will have to rectify it. Go to this one. Oh, we have to search it in entity dimension. this one. So under this, we have considered it as subtraction. It is a child of it. We will just do it as addition and we'll save it. And its parent, that is 77001, as its console operator as addition. That's why it is giving us the error. So this is the one way method by which we can resolve this one. And for this 77000, alternatively, we can change the console operator for this member, matching the console operator of uh, parent. So for this 77600, 77600, we will go here and we'll make it as addition. Okay. And also for the 77800, we will also make it as addition and we'll save it. We can just check for others also. It is correctly defined. It is addition. So all these three will also be resolved. Now we'll come on to. So it basically means if the account type is same for the parent and its children, the console operator should be same. It should be same. Default storage should match with console data storage. We will search this member in our application. We'll go here and search this one. Now, what is the error in this method? We will just first go and see in this screenshot. In this for this member, the default data storage, it is here never share. And for the same member, the default data storage for console, it is store. So there is a difference here. It is never share, but here it is store. So that is causing error in this. So let's search for this member 440021. Now under the default, this is the default data storage. It is store, right? But under the member formula for console, it is defined as never share. So it is asking us to keep the data storage same for this console and also for the data storage. So we will just convert it into the store and we'll save it. By doing this, the storage property has been changed. It is stored here, and in the member formula, it is stored here also. So it will not give us the error now. This one. This will also now be resolved. This is default storage match with console data storage, which we have just seen. So this is basically the storage should be same. So this is the defined in the application the aggregation operator for the different types of members. If it is revenue, the child should be revenue credit. If it is revenue, it is expenses. It should be subtraction and so on. So as we have made the several changes in it, we will just go and first refresh our database from overview. Refresh our database. Refresh our database and we'll validate the report. Error computing at end line minimum if unexpected. Okay, we have done some mistake for this member. Just go and finish it. And we will just validate it. Validate metadata. Run it. Okay. Now you can see we have resolved many of the members out of it. Okay. For this data source type data should not be none. Okay. Data source type should not be none. We'll go to this member dimensions under data source. Level 0 member should not be dynamic calc without for a data source. Source data type should not be none. Source data type unspecified. We'll make it as attribute member formula store. We have defined this one. Addition data source total dummy data source data type should be none. Okay. We'll just make it as never share and we'll save it. We will make it as addition only and we'll save it. As it is not giving us a, it is giving us the error for this validation also. That's why we have to for minimum 444 error computing 44000 the line expected. Okay. We will see this first one, and as it is not running the refresh database, that's why it is giving us the, it is not running our, it is not allowing us to run the validation. 444 we have put additional 0 here. As we have put input the member formula here, which is not proper. It is giving us that message. Okay, so we will have to just reset it and we'll have to save it. Okay. And similarly, for this member 444 4400 or at line item 4400 0041. We put in some. No, there is no member in it. Cancel it. We will go and check this member also for this member formula. Okay, this has not been resetted. Reset it, validate it. The member formula is now valid and we will just go and save it. Okay. Now we will try to run the refresh database. Okay, it is still giving us the message. So I think it will take some more time. So basically what I am trying to explain you that this metadata analysis should also be taken care of very promptly. Otherwise, uh, it will not give us a good result, a proper result. So with that, we will move on to our some one another topic, as it is not the application is not behave is not giving us the not allowing us to refresh the database. That's why the validation is failed in our case. So we will just go and take the another topic, that is the parallel dimension DSO feature. So what does this the custom dimension DSO and parallel custom dimension translation means? Basically, these are a one of the substitution variable, and it helps to improve the performance of the consolidation process in application. When the application, when the application is built with dates and period and moment as dense dimension. To see the performance, to see the result, also the performance, we have to set both this substitution variable to true. So there is a substitution variable which is named as mm, parallel custom dim DSO and parallel custom dim translation. So by using this, we can reduce our consolidation time. So for this purpose, I already have this smart view connected with this application and have this POV ready with me. So I will just change, no, just keep it as it is. And we will just input the figure here. So for inputting figure, I will take help of another practice workbook which I have taken, which I already done in it. Go to this one and just color it with some other for identification. So we will just go and input this figure in our data. Okay, submit it. Okay, it is loading the data inputting. We are inputting the data. Before that, we'll just go and look at this application. So for this, as we have seen, the application must be built in with more period and moment dimension as dense. Now you can see this data has been uploaded in it. And from here, under dimension, we can see which are those dimension which are dense. So here period and moment dimension is dense. So one of our requirement is now fulfilled. Okay. This has been fulfilled. And another dimension, another requirement is under the create and management, we have to tick on this variable, how to use the variable substitution variable. So under variable, we have this substitution variable. And under this, now we have these two dimensions which are already created in it. So we have to first delete this one and we'll enable it once again to see the result of the consolidation. Okay, so I will just copy this one. This is the first one and this is the second one. Okay, these are the two done. As this has already been enabled in the has been available in this application. So we have to first delete both of this one. We will just delete this one. Okay, it has been deleted, and the other one. Okay, and we will just see check once again. Now those two substitution variables are not available now. Now we have deleted this one, and to take the effect of this, we will just sign it out and we'll log in this application. Okay, we are working on this application. Now we are working on this application. We have seen that period and moment are our dense dimension, and the substitution variable which are already enabled in it have deleted it, and we will just see the consolidation result in it. So this has already been input. This figure have been uploaded in this for this scenario for this member for S1 102, and now we will run the consolidation. We'll see the result. So under the consolidation, we will first go and see the ownership structure, entity, total geography. It is actual. We are inputting it for 15. Period is our Jan. So these are our two entities where we have working. So I will just make it as holding, and we'll take the 80% share from South 102, that is its subsidiary. I will just save it, and we'll need to recompute the ownership data. Recompute the ownership data. Now you can see we have inputted the figure for this S101, S102 at the same POV, at this POV defined. Now the recomputation has been done, and we will run the business. Go under rules, consolidate S underscore 100. Enter period is January. Scenario is actual. Here is our 15. Okay, and just to launch it. Okay, we will go and see in the job. Now you can see how much time it has taken. It has taken, started at 2:43:38 second, and when it is came to at 2:43:49 second, means it has taken almost 11 second to take to complete this consolidation, to run the consolidation rule. So just take a note of this one, take a screenshot for this purpose. Where is our application? This is our application. Take a okay. Now, so it will take the effect here itself also. I will just connect this also, active connection. 172, this one. This is our application. Okay, I will just change the other one. FCCS application not found. So under the smart from where we have connected, what is the name? Application BISSN. Just use the right connection for this. Console. Just reuse this sheet. Now, now you can see we have connected with our proper application 172.322 and it has run the consolidation. So what it has done, it has calculated our figures. The common stock is being available is being shown for the parent company only and goodwill have been calculated 80,000 and retained earning accordingly calculated as per the consolidation rules. And for this calculation, it has taken 11 seconds. Now we will just go to the application and will enable that substitution variable. We'll use that substitution variable. For that, we will go to this variable under substitution. See whether it is available. No, it has not been available. Just click on add all cubes. We will set it for console and we'll use it and we'll set the value as true and we'll save it. Okay, one record has been saved. It has been saved. Now we will once again log out of this application and we'll re-log in. Take the effect of the changes which we have made. Okay, just let me try with this user 1. Now under variables, we will just go and first check. Now you can see this has been available in our application. And now we will again, the ownership structure has already been defined here. Total geography. It has been. Now we will rerun the consolidation and we'll see the difference in processing the consolidation rule. Consolidate S_100, period is Jan, scenario is actual, FY15 and just launch it. We will go and see in the job. Now you can see there has been a drastic change, a major change in the processing of this business rule. Now you can see it has completed the business rule within 1 second from 49.077 second to 49.08 second. Okay. So let me do keep it side by side. Okay, and the other one, Control C, we'll put it beside it. Before and after substitution variable. Okay, the time has, okay, I will just okay, we'll do it for this side also. Now you can see the time has reduced to a great extent. Okay, still it is not showing. I will have to, okay, 5 to it 5. Okay, make it as 5, 8. Now you can see the it took here 11 second and here it took 1 second. So this is the benefit of using the substitution variable, which is known as parallel custom dimension DSO. Similarly, another substitution variable is available. It is parallel custom dimension translation, which also reduce the processing time of translation. Okay, as we have already figures are already inputted in it, and we have not enabled the other variable. Just we will just go close this one and run the rule without the using this dimension, parallel custom dimension dim translation. The translate. Before that, I will have to define the, let's see whether the entities have been defined or not. Exchange rate, the rate have been defined or not. For that, we will go to data. Let's define it as this 1 next to 1 and find the and we'll define the entity for S102. It is saving. For Canada, we will define it as CAD. So it will be 0.50 and 0.75. Okay. So under entity, under total geography, under S_1, this is our the second or the subsidiary entity. Define it as CAD. Save it. Okay. We have defined this entity as define the currency for this entity as CAD. Okay. Now we will again go to this data. Under single inter-single exchange rate, CAD 0.50 and say 0.75. A hypothetical exchange rate, a random. So it is saving here. data has been saved. I will go and run the translation rule. So we will be, what is the reporting currency? The reporting currency here is USD reporting, because the currency for holding is USD. Enter entity as underscore 100. Enter period, it will be January, ACT UAL actual FY 15. Just to launch it. We will go to this job and we see the result. So translate has been completed, and how much time it has taken? It has taken from 45 to 56, means it has also taken the uh, 11 second. 45 to 56. Okay. Just insert a 3-row column, make it as. So I will just have to check the margin here. Oh, so we will just reduce the margin. Okay. And now we will use this substitution variable for this translation purpose. So under tools, go to variable. Under substitution variable, we will search and we'll add the dimension here. This dimension, parallel, custom, dim, translation. For console queue, we'll set its value as true and we'll save it. Okay. So again, I will have to log it out. Take the effect of this changes. So we will just go and again log in once again and we'll see the result. When this substitution translation dimension substitution variable named as a parallel translation is enabled. And check under variable. Now it has been enabled. Okay. Now we will just go and rerun the rules for it. Translation rule. So under translate, for the same POV, USD reporting S100 January actual FY 15 and just launch it. So the translation rule successfully. Let's go and see the under job, how much time it took. So it has taken at the same second, at the same moment. It has complete the translation process. So this is how these tools, these variables are useful for us. So under translation, just use this one, picture under picture. And for this also, we will check, do it as 10. Before substitution variable translation, it took 11 seconds. And after, it take 0 second. Say, let's say 1 second. Now you can see for before substitution, it took 45 to 56 minutes. It takes around 11 seconds. And after using the substitution variable of translation, it process the business rule of translation within the same second. So this is how this these two custom substitution variables are useful for us. So it drastically it benefit it is beneficial to minimize the time, the consolidation time, and it works only when the period and moment dimensions are set as dense dimension. So with this, we conclude our today's session on this FCCS. And for any query or question, you can reach out to us at support@bspsolutions.com. And I hope you like this video. And for other useful and knowledgeable video, you can just go and watch it on our YouTube channel, bispsolutions.com videos. So with this, we conclude uh, our today's session and say goodbye to you. Okay, thank you.